always plugged in and on the move. Millennials know what they want, including in the Ontario election.
Transit is huge for people that are commuting into the city.
The free tuition things for students.
Just someone who will keep to their promises, I guess.
Is this the first time millennials outnumber
baby boomers? It's the first election in Ontario that there's boomers aren't the largest cohort of voters.
David Coletto knows millennials. At 36, he's one of them. He says in this election, this demographic could be an unstoppable force.
While they might be less likely to vote, if they do turn out, and that's a big if they do turn out, watch out.
Getting younger voters to the polls has always been an issue, but recently that trend may have turned. Just look at the last federal election. Justin Trudeau's team targeted those voters between the ages of 19 and 36. Youth turnout increased by nearly 20%, ultimately helping the Liberals win a majority.
He's not a millennial, but probably the most millennial leader we've seen in Canadian politics who could appeal directly to not only how we communicate, how we think about the world, the optimism that he had that millennials typically have.
Trudeau had a big promise that appealed to younger Canadians, legalizing marijuana. In the Ontario election, the three main parties don't have a plank like pot.
We need more transit.
It's time we bring the rules for beer and wine sales into the 21st century.
We need to take a hard look at government support for post-secondary.
How important is it?
Pollsters suggest the biggest issue is breaking into the housing market, which for many is unaffordable.
What's your favorite feature of that?
Oh, the kitchen, for sure.
Kara and Aaron Bailey say it's what they're listening for from the parties.
Because we're first-time homebuyers, and this is the first time that I've ever really looked into this type of thing, this election, it would be a priority.
But even having a youth-friendly platform isn't enough. How do you get a generation of cord cutters to even know your message? In Calgary, they harness the power of social media influencers.
Last year, Naheed Nenchi's campaign targeted politically engaged young people, knowing they would help get the mayor's message out.
Tell three friends and kind of move it out through your social network, online and frankly offline as well.
There's no guarantee those likes and shares will translate into votes, but the potential exists to influence the outcome on June 7th. Hannah Thibodeau, CBC News, Ottawa.